Hey, we're out here on a property with Restoration Control here with the team over here, and part of our training process is we do half a day inside the classroom of sort of how we do our process and how everything goes. And there's nothing better than actually going out physically to a property and doing the inspection and really showing them exactly what we're looking for, our process, and walking through everything and making sure that we're gathering everything the way that we're supposed to so that we can present that claim in the best way possible. So we'll go ahead and walk through it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Could be hail. I don't know. I wasn't here when the hail came down. That could be hail damages. I'm not going to mark it on a stain. Don't mark with chalk on a wood stain like this because it's going to be there forever after that. So when the adjuster comes, if you go back and look at your photos, oh, there was a spot 1, 2, 3 boards. And then you remember where it was from the photo.
Está atrás del gutter. Si no tiene el gutter, ustedes van a mirar la fascia, ¿sí? Y tenemos el gutter.
We're also looking for little chips, tears in the fibers in the window screen. See how this one
También hice
pulled away? And that's the same with that soffit right there. When it came out, when they pulled it off, probably that came with it.
Sí.
It's painted, and then look at this one. See how old and faded? So if this one gets hit with hail, it's going to have those distinct markings here, where this one is going to be a little bit more protected. Here, with the gutter, even if it's on the outside, this is incorrect, but even if it's on the outside, if the gutter is attached through the drip edge, now even though you might not have damage on all of the gutters, you still have to detach, and then you have to reset those gutters because
We have to remove
you have to remove the drip edge.
Okay.
The drip edge is always removed and remove and replace.
That's why I was explaining to him.
Yep.
So even if there's no damage on the gutter, you still have to take it off and put it back on, detach and reset.
Y lo más importante aquí, la verdad, es si ustedes no entienden todo ahora, ¿ok? Escriba que puede escribir, pero lo más importante es las fotos, ¿ok? Porque es con las fotos que podemos hacer el estimado y podemos ver todas estas cosas.
From here, you can also do your shingle gauge to tell what the type of shingle it is, whether it's 30, 40, 50 year, because those are different lines, also different grade of material.
El shingle gauge, ya sabes que es así. I don't know if you've seen it.
Sí, porque me ha pasado que he tomado una foto que se ha visto el casualidad, el granizo, y se ve el freno aquí que es como si fuera un hueco, como cuando cae el meteorito que te frena la tierra, así. Entonces, hago el círculo, pero
Pero
tengo
la problema que tú tienes aquí son estos, son los, how do you call this, the fibers or whatever.
Los fibras de
Eso es
y el
tiempo.
desgaste.
Eso es tiempo. Esto, mira, you zoomed in here before. Eso no tiene eso, porque lo que pasa con hail explota. No como no, esto está, ¿viste? ¿Cómo está?
Deshilado.
En el hail
Es
explota.
la fibra de vidrio.
Entonces, si esto tenía la fibra,
No es grande.
no es hail, no es granizo.
No, pero ese es el que se da cuando no tiene buena,
Sí, que le llaman burbuja.
cuando no tiene como buena respiración
La casa.
la casa, se producen eso, las burbujitas así, que
¿Qué?
se levanta el...
Eso.
Sí, hay unas que se
No,
producen
que,
por
o
eso.
sea, que se ve, hay unos
Ah, se ve,
huecos así
sí.
que se ve la fibra.
Sí, tú no quieres ver la fibra.
Eso, ampolla que le llaman.
Tú no quieres ver la fibra.
So see how that one's like a gray color?
Okay.
So when it's gray like that, that means it's been here for a while. It's been gotten more sun exposure. So you want it to be the black underneath.
Okay.
Because that's the asphalt of the shingle. Okay. Yep. Nope, that's a good. See how it's torn right there? So I just make it known it's already torn. So this was from the wind flipping it over.
Ahí
Torn
también.
right there.
Donde tienen los zapatos de aquí también.
This was a repair.
No, este es un reparador.
Y desde aquí se ve levantado.
Estoy seguro de que
Good job.
tome su foto.
Now it's all over here.
Sí, porque se desmarcan.
Make sure that you mark,
Sí.
take your photos immediately because the wind and then everything else, you're not going to be able to really make out what's happening.
I had been looking for an accountant for years and I was unable to find anybody that I liked, that I worked with, and was able to do what I needed to be done to my taxes and to my accountant. Jeremy David at Noble Wealth has been a godsend to me, my family, and my company. We have saved so much money in taxes I can't even begin to describe, and he knows what he's doing. You need to call Jeremy at Noble Wealth and get yourself the right accountant because he's the man who's going to help you save on taxes, because ultimately you don't want to be making money, especially if you're self-employed, and having it all go to the IRS. Call Jeremy, call Noble Wealth, and they will help you tremendously with the entire accounting process and your tax situation from A to Z.
Katy Perry. Como te amas, baby? A little Miss Girl got me feeling spicy. I know that we don't speak the same language, but I'm gonna let my body talk for me. Hola, me amo Katy. Little Miss Girl got me feeling naughty. I know that we don't speak the same language, so I'm gonna let my body talk for me.
Calma, yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea.
Amparo y con Marshall, y déjame decirte también que estoy aquí con Marshall Manchak. Marshall es un public adjuster para el Libro Resolution también, él vive aquí en Texas. Cuando yo termine, él también va a venir a hablar con ustedes de los infecciones.
Put my girls on the hunt tonight. Got a feeling I'ma catch a wild one. And I know that I'm not typically your type, but you never had this kind of stimulation. All eyes on me when I light up the room. You play the right vibe and my body will.
Additional living expenses is one of the most difficult parts of an insurance claim, and the reason is it's very high pressure, and as a public adjuster or contractor, you're already dealing with the negotiating of the build-back process. You don't want to have to deal with ALE as well. Black Diamond Housing Services does all of that. They don't even charge the client. They bill it directly to the insurance company. It's all covered under the ALE coverage. So you need to call Black Diamond if you have a house that has been severely lost, whether it's like severe mold, severe water, fire, or anything like that, where they need a place to stay. Call Black Diamond Housing Services and they'll be able to take care of your client from beginning to end.
Esa me la modela. Mami, estás enferma, pero tu show no lo cancela. Te llaman a ti la reina de party. Mucha esa tunga tiene ese party. Tira tu paso, no nos pare. Oh, dale, dale. Somos bandidos de la rumba y romance. Y zumba de DJ otra vez pa' que dance. Échale, échale, échale pa' atrás. Échale, échale pa' adelante y pa' atrás. Con calma, yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl.
I see you loving the way you whip the floor now. I got that boom boom boy. You could be my Puerto Rican dream, and I'll be your California girl now. I got that boom boom boy.
With a nice young lady, intelligent, yes, she Jacqueline and Ari. Everywhere me go, me never left her at all. They say that I miss me at the Ram Dance Man. Ram it in a dance, I in a nation. You never know, say that I miss me at the boom shop. I take my never lay down flat in a one cardboard box. They say that I'm a Yankee, I go reaching out the top. Calma, yo quiero ver cómo ella lo menea. Mueve ese boom boom girl. Es una asesina cuando baila, quiere que todo el mundo la vea. I like your boom boom girl.
Con calma.
everybody needs an attorney on their side. So whether you're a public adjuster, a contractor, or anyone else in the insurance claims business, make sure that you have an attorney that you could rely on, that you can go to for questions whenever you need it. That guy for me for the last 12 years has been David Farber. David Farber is the owner of the Farber Law Firm, and he has been there for me from the beginning of my career until now. And I would love for him to be able to help you as well. So make sure you call him at this number here and visit his website so you can learn more about the amazing David Farber of the Farber Law Firm. All right, we're out here in Dallas, Texas, on top of a commercial building, about 150, 160 squares. We're here with the great Marcos and Golden Summit Roofing and Restoration. They had trouble here because, well, quite honestly, the adjuster came up here, didn't see any damage. We've been out here for 10 minutes, and we've already noticed plenty of damage. What do we see, Marshall?
See tons of hail, see tons of collateral damage. I mean, almost every AC unit up here is just beat up. All the metals up here show definite signs that there was hail here.
What do they show? They show what?
Definite signs.
Do you always...
Death and destruction.
All right.
Death and destruction.
So I think this is one we could definitely help them out. You'll see in the footage here, it's just everything that we found, and yeah, we'll take it from here. This is Marcos, by the way.
Yeah, so don't get what the insurance says or the adjusters says as the definite thing, right? Because it's not always that. I have maybe 8 years of experience seeing hail damage.
Yeah.
The adjuster just came, 10 minutes on the roof. She didn't mention anything about hail. When I asked her, hey, did you see any hail? Honestly, no. She came down, she just walked around, maybe 30 minutes was here and then gone.
No.
And don't rely too much on maybe what they're saying. Look for somebody that can help you as them, you know, because they have a lot of knowledge in this. Maybe they can get your back when no one-on-one have it.
And, you know, we were talking about it today. In fairness, the adjusters that come out are adjusters. They're not roofers. Marcos and Golden Summit have been doing this for over 8 years. Marshall's been doing this for about 8 years. Even me, I've been doing this for 15 years, but these guys know way more about roofs than I do. And it's always good that no matter what the decision is, get a second opinion, get somebody else out here. It's honestly, it's plain as day. And we'll see how it ends up going.